the woman has a 10 years old daughter. So what is good way for her daughter? What do you think of that?
I think the daughter has her own workbook. So it's not typical answer for that. Every situation, every life is different. So if you victimize yourself because of daughter, you bound her life for that. That's why I think you need to think differently. Daughter issue and husband issue. If you think only focus on daughter, that means you have to suffer same mindset for a long time. Yeah? So I think it's a good time to change your mindset. I think every problem has a spiritual answer. Once you raise your level of the mindset, you can see different points. As Tina said, if you focus on your anger, you can deserve to anger that. But if you abandon anger and then raise your viewpoint, mindset, and see differently, so everything changes. So I think that the purpose of life is how to attain the higher perspective. So so I think that we need you have to focus on the laser vibration and the perspective, and you realize that the purpose of a life and the purpose of the daughter's life and husband's life, and then what the purpose of your family. And then if you find the answer, I think that you can see through these problems. But it's difficult. That's why you need to study happy side teaching.
Yes, I love what you said, because to think about what's the purpose of your family, that's a very big question. Everybody should think, what's my purpose? Why am I here? So Master said it in this book as well. Please ask yourself, what did I promise before I was born? Yeah, page 56. What kind of promise did I make to God? How did I make this vow? And please consider, so then you will realize that this is a promise to use your strengths to the fullest to benefit the people of the world while simultaneously preventing your weaknesses from affecting others, etc. So, you made a plan before you were born.
Yeah.
And your family has a mission.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? And only through faith you can, as you said, elevate your perspective and find the true way.
It's so important to the mission of life. Through my experiences, it is very hard to think only present worry or present difficulties, because if we don't understand the opinion or mission to solve the question, anxiety or worry, why do I get that so huge difficulties or something? So this is a great salvation to know the real goal to this our life.
Yeah, we need to start from the purpose. Yeah. So if you focus on the win or lose in this situation, if you forgive the husband without spiritual growth, you think you lost your battle, and then your husband will win or go through the situation. That you still have the resentment in your mind. It's not good because your mindset is same as before. So, but if you focus on beyond the battle, so this word is not such a word. The win or lose, take and give. So we just need to focus on to learn from it. So I think that I used to be the manager, branch minister of the Canada, and I always said, if you focus on the spiritual growth, every problem will be dissolved by itself. So each situation that give you your issue, your theme of life, and if you find the answer, the finding answer itself, the solving problems that dissolve by itself. It's so mystical. But if you focus on the wing of rules, your battle is endless. It's called karma. You never get out this vicious cycle. So I recommend, think about higher perspective. Think about the purpose of your life. Yeah. So to know that, that's so much benefit for your life. That's why I recommend to study the teaching of happy science. That gave me the higher perspective. I really understand. If everybody read Master of Oka's book, all problems, small or big, solved itself. Because they don't understand each other. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, a husband and wife are promised to marry before birth, so it's not accident. You didn't marry your husband by accident. So, yeah, what's the purpose? And please try to solve it with the teachings.
So if you believe the eternal life, and then you made promise before you were born here, that means that you finally meet the soulmate. Even though you have some issue here, but you are longing for meet him again in this lifetime. If you think like that, you are the eternal lovers.
Wow. Oh,
So
eternal
romantic.
lovers.
It's so romantic.
That's great.
That's kind of the eternal love
Yeah.
beyond all the problem.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Tina, what do you have? Something advice for her?
Okay. Well, I think that in this Twice Born, there's a very special lecture called The Victory of Faith. And this is a very powerful lecture. If you read or if you watch it, you will be blown away and filled with light. And in this section 2, the Eternal Buddha, Master Akawa says that there is no coincidence in the heavens above, there is no coincidence on the earth below. Everything, even the falling of a single leaf, comes under God's law. So that means that this is happening for a reason. This is happening for a reason. So it's not a coincidence. So it's a chance to find out, the reason and to elevate yourself, like Hide said earlier. What do you think, Hide?
So Tina's quote talking about that there's no coincidence in this life. I agree with that. Somehow, all issue of life is related to your thought, and then there's no exception. So that if you think this is kind of the accident, there's no clue to solve the problem. But if you have a power to accept all the problem has the reason, you can understand this is the chance to live for the soul. Yeah. So sometimes we feel that all problems our life is a kind of a gift from the heaven. Yeah. So while we are suffering in the middle of the crisis, we just focus on the run away from it. But after realize some issue and then attain some small enlightenment, then we realize that, oh, this is a gift. This program is fit for me. I need to experience it for become a better person. Yeah. So I think the life is so mystical, and there's some issue. There's always the plan behind the scene. As the Tina said, the marriage is not coincidence. Yeah? Parents and the children is not coincidence. If so, all the people you encounter in the course of your life is not a coincidence. Yeah? So we think, we meditate, what is meaning this encounter? I think that is some clue to solve it.